Get ready for the action because we start with massive news regarding Lamine Yamal and the 2026 World Cup. Just 2 weeks after a hamstring injury, the 18-year-old Spanish superstar is already back on the pitch, training hard on grass and hitting the gym, and reports are flooding in saying he is expected to be ready for the World Cup. We have all the details on his surprising comeback and what this means for Spain's campaign.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the incredible perspective of Thierry Henry. The France legend has been absolutely amazed by Lamine Yamal's footballing intelligence and decision-making on the pitch. Henry shared specific moments from the Euro 2024 semifinal, where he saw the teenager prioritize game management over individual glory, showing a composure that truly sets him apart as a potential star for the tournament. Now, let's switch gears completely and meet a rising star in a different sport. We sit down with Fernanda Insfrán, the Paraguayan handball player who is breaking ground in Spain. She shares her inspiring journey, from playing in Cerro Porteño to representing Paraguay internationally, and the challenges she faces in balancing her career in handball across 2 countries. And finally, we wrap up with the latest from the Spain boss, Luis de la Fuente, on Lamine Yamal's intense recovery. De la Fuente revealed the grueling 3-hour daily training regimen the teenager is undertaking, emphasizing that nobody gives Lamine anything, and discussing the strategic plan for his potential role in the World Cup. Don't miss the rest of this huge story. Stay tuned right here. Spain has provided a key update on Lamine Yamal's injury status, suggesting the young superstar is on track for a World Cup debut. Just 2 weeks after suffering a left hamstring injury on April 22nd while scoring a penalty for Barcelona against Celta Vigo, the 18-year-old forward is reportedly back in training, working on grass and in the gym. Fabrizio Romano confirmed on Tuesday that Yamal is expected to be ready for the World Cup. Yamal has been visibly positive, posting an Instagram picture flexing while cycling on an indoor bike. While there is no definitive return date, earlier predictions had him sidelined for up to 8 weeks, with a return window estimated between June 3rd and 17th. Barcelona has managed effectively in his absence, securing 2 recent victories against Getafe and Osasuna, positioning the club to potentially secure its 2nd consecutive La Liga title with a single draw remaining. Spain has 1 friendly scheduled against Peru on June 8th in Mexico. Although this is a short turnaround, Yamal is expected to attend the training camp and participate in some form of practice. The most realistic prospect for Yamal's first game is during Spain's Group H matches against Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia on June 15th and 21st, considered ideal reintroduction opportunities. His availability will also be crucial for the final group stage match against Uruguay on June 26th. Manager Luis de la Fuente has emphasized a strategic approach, stating he will evaluate Yamal's availability game by game, minute by minute, potentially utilizing him only when necessary. De la Fuente noted, "In a call we contemplate all the scenarios. If you are winning, if you are leading, if the opponent is left with 10. There are players who can give you 20 minutes and that also has enormous value. There are players who may not be able to give you 50 or 60 minutes, but they can give you 20 very good ones. Our priority is to arrive with the best possible team at the decisive moment." France's Thierry Henry has expressed profound admiration for Barcelona and Spain sensation Lamine Yamal, hailing the teenager's footballing intelligence as a standout quality. Speaking ahead of the 2026 World Cup, the former Barcelona striker voiced a strong desire to witness the La Roja wonder kid at his absolute peak during the tournament, despite battling a serious injury. During a Samsung event in London, Henry highlighted Yamal's decision-making prowess, emphasizing his pivotal role in Spain's Euro 2024 victory. Henry was particularly struck by Yamal's tactical awareness during the Euro 2024 semifinal, where the 18-year-old prioritized game management over individual flair. Henry noted that while peers might have continued an aggressive attack, Yamal demonstrated the intelligence to slow the tempo to serve the team's best interests. You know what amazes me about Lamine? At 17 years old, he had the intelligence to slow the game down, to control the pace, because that's what was best for the team, Henry stated in an interview with Marca. He further commented that beyond technical skill, Yamal possesses a rare composure. Looking toward the global showpiece, Henry conveyed a selfless wish to see the best players perform, even if it meant a challenge to his own nation. The Arsenal legend asserted, "I hope he's at his peak, because at the World Cup we want the best players in top form. Even if it's worse for France, I want to see the best Lamine Yamal there." Lamine Yamal, who currently holds 25 caps and 6 goals for La Roja, enters the 2026 World Cup as one of the world's most closely watched players. Spain is drawn into Group H alongside Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde, and Uruguay, with the competition set to commence at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta on June 15. Questions remain regarding Yamal's fitness for the group stage, as he was ruled out of Barcelona's final matches due to a hamstring injury. Spanish fans may be waiting to see the teenager fully realize his potential in the knockout stages. Noi dung kai tight. Paraguayan handball star Fernanda Insfrán is breaking ground in the European handball scene, navigating a career that blends deep national pride with the pursuit of professional opportunities abroad. At 28, Insfrán has dedicated 13 years to the sport, a journey deeply rooted in her family, who have been unwavering supporters throughout her career. Her background includes playing for Cerro Porteño, a prominent club known for its football presence, which also maintains a handball team, before she transitioned to playing in Spain, representing Paraguay on the international stage. And Insfrán's journey began early. She started training at age 7 with clubs that no longer exist, spurred on by her older sister. Her early career at Cerro Porteño was intense, involving training across multiple categories, including the first team, during busy weekends. She fondly recalls the strong family atmosphere surrounding her early athletic endeavors, noting a camaraderie she feels is rare today. And her commitment to the national team has been a source of immense pride. From her first call-up due to the growth of the Paraguayan Handball Federation to participating in major tournaments, Insfrán has experienced the evolution of the sport. She highlighted the surreal experience of playing in the Senior World Cup in 2017 at age 19, a moment that solidified her sense of achievement. And however, the challenges facing handball in Paraguay remain significant. Insfrán emphasizes that the sport is still largely amateur domestically, making international exposure crucial for raising the sport's profile and inspiring local youth. She stresses that players like herself are vital for showcasing Paraguay's talent to the world. And seeking deeper technical development, Insfrán secured a trial in Spain, where she and a teammate honed their skills. Despite initial success in the first division, contract issues led to a move elsewhere before she eventually returned to Paraguay. The COVID-19 pandemic introduced financial hurdles, forcing a difficult decision. Insfrán ultimately chose to pursue opportunities in Spain again, rebuilding her reputation in the second division through sheer discipline and hard work, proving her capability to compete at a higher level. And looking ahead, Insfrán believes that players from Latin America must work twice as hard to prove their value in professional leagues. She is confident in her ability to sustain a career in Europe, with a current goal of continuing her handball journey across Europe. She calls for increased organization, infrastructure, and scholarships in Paraguay to unlock the vast talent pool, underscoring her belief that with better support, the sport can achieve greater visibility and success. Barcelona sensation Lamine Yamal is undergoing an intense regimen to prepare for the 2026 World Cup, according to Spain manager Luis de la Fuente. Speaking at the presentation of his autobiography, "Life is trained every day," de la Fuente emphasized that Yamal's readiness stems not just from natural talent, but from a rigorous daily commitment. The manager detailed Yamal's routine, which includes 3 hours of training daily, regular visits to the gym, physical therapist, nutritionist, and psychologist, highlighting invisible training being constantly focused on one's work. De La Fuente asserted, "Nobody gives Lamine anything." Optimism is growing regarding Yamal's fitness following a muscle tear in late April, as he has recently returned to grass training at the Barcelona complex. Despite being sidelined for the remainder of the domestic season, the coach remains confident in his return to the international stage, stating, "God willing, he will arrive at the World Cup as well as possible." While Barcelona manages workload concerns, the national team staff is closely monitoring his progress for a safe return to competitive action. Spain's strategy for the tournament involves careful management of Yamal's involvement. Given his absence from La Liga, De La Fuente suggested he could be utilized as a high-impact substitute during the early stages of the World Cup to ensure he reaches 100% capacity for the crucial phases. Drawing a parallel to Dani Olmo's performance at Euro 2024, the manager indicated a flexible approach, valuing players who can provide significant impact for limited periods. De La Fuente also provided an update on fellow Barcelona star Gavi. The manager indicated that Gavi is in a strong position for a national team call-up, citing his recent impressive club performances and recovery. De La Fuente stated, "He's in a very good moment. Best of all, he has recovered. He's competing fantastically at his club and we celebrate. That's the best news. Then we will make the decision whether to call up a player or not."